What's going on, everybody? This is LB the Realist with Surrealistic Studios, Surreal News, where the real is surreal. So, at a time when President Joe Biden just signed the $1.9 trillion stimulus, in which unemployment was supposed to be basically expanded until September 6th, I believe, in the amounts of 300 $300 federal boost a week. Also, people were supposed to receive a $1,400 check. Um, we were supposed to receive a $600 check. I guess a lot of people did receive their $600 stimulus check. A lot of people did not. Um, and this $1,400 was supposed to be in addition to that 600 to equal 2,000, the 2,000 that they said we were supposed to be getting. So the thing is with these $1,400 checks is a lot of people that are supposed to be receiving these $1,400 stimulus checks are actually seeing their checks confiscated or seized or stolen by private debt collectors. And this has actually happened to somebody that I know personally. My fiance's mother actually had this happen to her where she was supposed to receive her check and they actually took it for a private debt. So I'm going to read this article here from finance.yahoo.com. It's short, but it's to the point. As soon as the third economic stimulus payment authorized by Congress is delivered to millions of Americans, it could be seized by debt collectors for outstanding credit card or medical bills. USA Today reports this third payment is not exempt from garnishing by a debtor. Under law, the second $600 economic stimulus payment was excluded from being seized towards the repayment of a judgment. However, the same exemption was not granted for the latest round of $1,400 payments arriving in bank accounts this week. Although the IRS cannot claim the payments towards back taxes, all a debt collector needs to do is prove it has a judgment against an individual. Without question, the money can be taken by debt collectors for state taxes, credit card debts, or unpaid medical bills. An American Bankers Association is among the groups asking Congress to close the loophole and allow Americans to use the money for their living needs. In a letter to the U.S. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen, the ABA joined 18 other groups demanding legislation to protect the extra cash. Many people were already struggling prior to the coronavirus crisis, and millions have now been laid off or had their hours cut, the letter reads. Allowing economic impact payments to be garnished could impose significant burdens on some families, especially those in communities of color, facing unprecedented circumstances. Legislators are promising to introduce additional laws that would prevent this third stimulus check from being taken by debt collectors. However, because it was not introduced prior to the payments dropping into accounts, it could be a case of too little, too late. Again, that was finance.yahoo.com. So, this is stupid. It's really stupid. It's really disappointing. And I wish I could say I was surprised, but it is a little alarming that it seemed that in a lot of ways we got more with President Trump than we're getting so far, at least, with a President Biden. Now these $1,400 checks that we were supposed to be using to help lift ourselves up out of this hole that we're in, not got ourselves in really, but that we were thrown in, which is the coronavirus. They shut everything down and people are without their jobs, people are without steady work, a paycheck, and now these $1,400 checks that we were supposed to be receiving can actually be garnished, be stolen for a private debt, for medical bills. Credit card debt. It's unbelievable, but at the same time, this is very believable. We live in America, right? This is the norm. This is America's MO, modus operandi. This is wow. So Hopefully some of you out there have gotten your $1,400 stimulus checks. Hopefully you got your $600 stimulus checks at the same time, and your first stimulus check. Um, wow, wow. You know, this one really kind of flew below the radar with me, at least. I didn't realize that this was a thing until it was a thing. But obviously, this is a thing. They can take the last stimulus. So it's like, okay, there is no stimulus. A lot of people have debts, you know, so. Well, I mean, if there was ever a case for another bill, this is it. The stimulus check that people were supposed to be getting, a lot of people are not getting their checks because their checks have probably been stolen for a debt. So I guess this is grounds for another stimulus package, a real stimulus, a real progressive stimulus package. I think this is grounds for that because it doesn't make any sense. People are still having problems receiving their stimulus check, and now today, EDD, the unemployment website, is down. So people aren't able to log in and certify for their weeks so they can get their unemployment checks. In addition to not receiving their stimulus checks, we also have to deal with not receiving unemployment. So there's little to no help, you know. It, they talk a great game, but when it comes to delivering for the people, we go through this. Leave me your thoughts in the comment section below, folks. Luckily, I have great supporters out there who actually support what I do, and they actually look out for me. So shout out to you guys. Love, peace, and light, folks. Remember to like this video, share, comment, and subscribe. And hopefully you like the little setup that I'm doing here. I try to switch it up every now and again. You know, I got the little retro logo right there. I got the mic. Mic serves no purpose at all because I'm just using my phone. So bear with me, folks. Bear with me. All right. Until next time, remember to do something kind for somebody else. All right. Love, peace, and light. Follow me on all social media. Click the links down below if you want to support the channel. And I'm out.